A little tutorial video to summarize rounding and calculating significant digits using the worksheet that we used in class. So if you remember, or if you were absent, something the kids learned today is that if you have a decimal, a new little trick is if you think of the Pacific Ocean is on the west coast, the Atlantic Ocean is on the east coast, so the left side and the right side. P stands for the word present. A stands for absent. And it's in reference to a decimal. Is the decimal present or is the decimal absent? If the decimal is present, you start from the first non-zero digit and you count going left to right. If it is absent, you start from the first non-zero, but this time you're counting right to left. So we're going to use that tool, and we are going to do numbers 1 through 5 together. 49.568. We see a decimal, which means we are going to start from the left side, and we are going to go to the right-hand side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That one has 5 significant figures. 900.43. A decimal is present. Start from the first non-zero. Count left to right. There are also 5 significant figures. Number 3, a decimal is present. We go left to right from the first non-zero. There are 3 significant figures. Number 4, a decimal is present. The 5 is the first non-zero. So 5, 6, and 3 significant figures. And then number 5, 10,050. No decimal is present, which means that we are going to be counting from right to left from the first non-zero, which is that 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 5 has 4 significant figures because there's no decimal, so we are going to count from the right side to the left side, starting from the first non-zero. So 10,050 has 4 significant figures. The rules that we learned about earlier and that we have copied into our notebooks are still at play, and we're still following those rules. This is just a simple way to remember those rules and kind of combine them together. So I do want to look further down in the worksheet to look at some examples of rounding with significant digits. So I'm just going to do 2 examples from here. So if we look at number 16, we have 68.4. That is a terrible 4 that I just drew. Let's fix that. $45. We want 3 significant digits. 1, 2, 3. The 5 would tell the 4 to round up for a final answer of 68.5. The next example I'm going to do is number 19. This is one that multiple students across the day had some issues with. So if we have 3,550 and we want to go to 2 significant digits. 1, 2, the second 5 tells the first 5 to round up for a final answer of 3,600 or 3,600. Don't forget, you cannot lose those place values. They just come down as zeros. That becomes a 6. The 3 moves down. Don't lose those placeholders. Again, rounding. We've already talked about rounding for significant digits. I want to look at an example of addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So when we are doing addition and subtracting, our answer must be the precision of the lowest precision measurement. So it's all based on decimal places. So if we look at number 26, we have 16.5 plus 8 plus 4.37. If we add all of that up, you get 28.87. But notice we have one significant decimal, we have one decimal, no decimals, two decimals. So our lowest one is no decimals. So we would look at the 8. It's going to round this 8 to 29 for a final answer of 29. Because remember, you cannot add precision to an answer. You can remove precision and become less precise based on your least precise measurement, but you cannot add more precision. Subtraction works the exact same way. So, in the case of number 33, so 33 says 350.0 minus 200 is 150.0 because we're bringing that down in our subtraction. But then when we look at significance, 200 has no zeros, 350 has 0.0, which means our final answer is simply 150, no decimals. For multiplication and division, instead of looking at how many decimal places it has, you look at the total number of significant figures in each number involved in the calculation. So for 34, 2.6 has two significant figures, and 3.78 has 3 significant figures, which means your answer is only going to have 2 significant figures. Even though when you type that into the calculator and you put in 2.6 times 3.78, it gives you 9.828. So that gives you 9.828. You can only have 2 significant digits. So that's going to be a final answer of 9.8. So, for addition and subtraction, it's all about how many decimal places. For multiplication and division, it's about the total number of significant figures in the calculation. Again, we will have some more practice with this before you have a quiz.